So first thing, you just got to get your nose clip on.
Okay.
9-year-old Laura Zucchelli comes in every few years for a battery of tests.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Blast! Perfect. All the way to the 6. Keep going.
Diagnosed with asthma as a toddler, she deals with the limitations every day.
Sometimes when I'm running, it gets hard to breathe, and so then I have to stop and take a break, and most of the time I can't participate in sports that I would like to.
Researchers have crunched some of the data provided by Zucchelli and more than 2,000 other children across Canada. They found by the age of 3, nearly 8% of children living in homes where cleaning supplies were used frequently had asthma. That's compared to 5% diagnosed from homes that use low amounts of products. That includes air fresheners, antimicrobial hand sanitizers, dish and laundry detergent, and oven cleaners. The relationship between exposure and respiratory problems is higher for girls than boys.
We need to think more about the products that we're using in our homes around children. There really should be products without a lot of chemicals, if any chemicals, and certainly fragrance is a no-no.
The findings suggest small changes could help reduce the risk of asthma. For example, avoiding air fresheners and anything you spray into the air.
So it's not just what's in these cleaners, but how they're being used. And the sprayed and aerosolized products are particularly an area that we want to focus on.
But it's often not so easy to figure it out. Canadian and American manufacturers don't have to list the ingredients on consumer cleaning products. Compare that to the European Union, where labels have to warn if there are potential toxic ingredients.
Kind of ironic, isn't it? You think you're keeping a clean environment when actually you're not doing yourself any favors, are you?
Michael Zucchelli wishes he'd known this when Laura was a baby.
Instead of using spray bottles or aerosol, which I typically don't, but instead of spraying onto a window with Windex, for instance, or a mirror or something, just put it onto a cloth instead and clean it that way. That way nothing's getting in the air.
Suck it in, hold your breath. 1.
The good news is that most children outgrow their asthma symptoms by the time they get to school.
Did it work? Yeah. You feel the difference already?
Karen Pauls, CBC News, Vancouver.